Good morning, everybody.
We need 2 people on team 2.
Can you hear it?
There we go.
Okay, good morning, everybody. This is the professional development session for FERPA Updates. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Yes. Okay, this is the professional development for FERPA Updates, which is really not updates because there's not really very much that's changed with FERPA over the years. So I wanted to make it a little bit fun and more interactive. So we're going to do FERPA Jeopardy. So here we have Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3. So the way that we're going to play this game is, so a lot of the information that we have up here that I have to share with you are on the board. So back in my day, I used to love to watch Jeopardy. I never did get a lot of those answers correct, but I watched it anyway. So I figured out what better way to make this learning about FERPA fun other than playing this game. So we have 3 team captains here. We have, raise your hand, Brandon, David, and Amber. And y'all got 5 on each team?
Yeah.
I've got 4. We got
I have 4. I need somebody else on my team.
I mean, if y'all good with 4, it's up to you. Okay?
Jason will be on my team.
Okay, so we have 5 categories regarding on FERPA on the board. What we're going to do is we're going to start with Team 1. I want each one of you to have the opportunity to answer a question. So we're going to start with Team 1. You get to select a category, a dollar amount.
Okay.
If you get the question correct, you get the points. If you don't get it correct, we're going to move to Team 2 to answer the question. If you get it correct, you get the points. If not, we'll move to Team 3. And if Team 3 doesn't get it, we'll ask the audience for that answer, okay? So are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yay! Play the music. Okay, we're going to start with you. Question 1.
I'm going to go with student rides for 300.
Ooh, he going to jump in the middle. Okay. Under FERPA, colleges must identify a list of directory information. Students have this particular ability with regard to directory information. And you must answer in the form of a question.
What is opt out of directory?
That is true. Okay, the answer, we're going to give that. It's a little bit different, but it's true. The answer is, what is the right to restrict the school from releasing any directory information about them? Students does have the right to do that. So they would just have to notify the admissions department, and we put that hold on their record from releasing any directory information. So Team 1, you get 300 points. Okay? All right, Team 2.
Let's go for definitions for 200.
All right, David, definitions for 200. Includes information that can be used to distinguish or trace an individual's identity, either directly or indirectly through linkages with other information. Oh, you get 30 seconds, I'm sorry. So if you need to confer with your team, okay? You have an answer?
Yes. What is the directory?
That is incorrect.
Oh, man.
Team 3, would you like to attempt to answer the question? I gave somebody 30 minutes to answer that. Okay. Do y'all have an answer?
Yeah, hang on.
That would be a no. Are you have an answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
identifier information.
PII?
Yeah.
That is correct. Oh, I guess you want to see the answer. What is personally identifiable information? So team 2, correct?
Yes.
3? I'm sorry. All righty, but team 3, you're next.
We're gonna go with FERPA basics for 500.
Whoa, they're going for the big dollars. Okay, a violation of FERPA guidelines at an institution may result in the removal of this very necessary thing. You got 30 seconds. If you don't know, you got to confer with your team. "12 seconds. Five, 4, 2. Okay.
What is title and funding? Like we would lose our title for title
Just
4.
vaguely say.
I'm trying to figure out how to put it in a question. What is losing funding on title 4? There you go.
Funding.
That's what I said, funding. What is losing funding on title 4?
How do you stop this thing? So Title 4, I have a question, Dr. Smith. Is that considered federal funding?
Sorry?
Is that federal funding?
Yes.
So the question is correct.
I was saying no, because she was.
See, what is federal funding? So that was team 3. I'm sorry. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't know how to make this stop. Okay, team 1. It's on you.
Let's give it to, let's do miscellaneous for 400.
All right. This act allows an institution to release data to each branch of the military once each term, if the student is at least 17 and registered in at 1 credit hour. You get 30 seconds. I'm sorry, probably 10 have already gone.
This is our team right here. This is our team right here.
Only five on the team. Okay, y'all got 22 seconds. Now Brooke should know this answer.
Okay, we're gonna say this, we don't think it's right, but what is the Patriot Act?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Okay, team 2.
The Patriot Act?
Team 2, you have 30 seconds. I don't think I'm working my timer right. Okay. See, these are the things that we have to do in the admissions office. So, all right, y'all got 20 seconds.
All right.
Oh, I need to stay here. 10 seconds. Time up. I need an answer.
What is the Selective Service Act?
That is incorrect. Team 3, do y'all have an answer?
We have 30 seconds for us to tell you now.
Okay, 30 seconds for, well, y'all should have been conferring while they.
They took it.
Can I call a friend?
Can we call Google?
No, y'all cannot Google. See, this was a good one, see?
We don't have.
Okay, y'all want the answer? Anybody in the audience, do y'all know the answer? Anybody? Brooke. It's the Solomon Act.
What is Solomon? Where does that come from?
Oh, that's some act Solomon. I don't have an answer to that, but we do have to follow that policy. We do have military requesting those list of students who have registered at least in 1 credit hour and are 17 or older, and we do have to provide that list to them if they do ask, okay? So who are we at? Who, was that yours? Team 2? So nobody got that point, okay? Team 2.
Let's go for schools in FERPA. Let's do 400.
All right. The federal government may withdraw what from public schools should they violate FERPA? Oh, I'm sorry, the timer. Okay. $14, $13. Where's that little dun, 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 dun?
Hey, when they don't get it, do you subtract the money?
No, we don't subtract it. We're not going to subtract. I don't know how, if they did that in the original game, but we're not subtracting. Okay, need an answer.
What is federal/grant funds?
That is correct, David. So that's team 2, correct? What? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Moving along, okay. Team 3. Team 3, go for the big dollars.
What's the scores? Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah.
We're still winning it.
Oh, yeah.
Team 3, we got team 3 in the lead with 700. Anita?
We're gonna do definitions for 400.
Okay. Grade reports, transcripts, and disciplinary files are all example of this.
What is personal information records?
That is not correct. Team 1. Okay. 30 seconds.
What is confidential information?
That is not correct. Y'all are almost there. So team 2, both of y'all were almost there. So team, okay.
How much longer we got?
You got 28 seconds.
We got 28 seconds.
Okay, y'all got this?
I sure hope we
Well, I mean, but you can answer. You can answer if you know it. Do you have the answer? Y'all don't have to take the whole 30 seconds. Okay, six seconds. Okay.
What is student record data? That's right.
That is not exactly. All 3 of y'all were almost there.
We're the closest, though.
But yeah, it's not exactly correct.
We're the closest.
It is what are educational records. Okay, so who's next? Is it y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's? Didn't you have one? Who's next?
Just tried to answer.
You.
They just tried to be our, it was our question.
It was y'all's question. So it's okay. I'm telling you, I don't know how to work this timer. Okay.
We're gonna take FERPA basics for 400.
Okay. What is another name for FERPA? Yeah, what is another name? Not what it stands for. What is another name? What is FERPA also known as? Oh, okay, here we go. Keep forgetting the timer.
Okay. What is the Student Privacy Act?
No. Team 2. Team 2. See, this is really good. I know, it's just taking a little bit longer than I thought.
Great job.
Don't share anything.
Yeah.
All right, 10 seconds, team 2.
Unless Brooke has to run and report for it.
Okay, team 2. I don't know why I did. Team 2, do you have an answer, team 2?
What is student confidentiality records?
No.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Team 3.
Please tell me you're wanting the acronym for this and the acronym.
No.
You're
I
not
said,
wanting that?
what is another name for it? I did not say what is the acronym.
That's help.
Oh, okay.
That's help. We're helping them.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
our answer was, what is Family Education Rights Protection Act?
The answer is incorrect. Anybody out there know what else it's known as?
Only because I looked it up, the Buckley Amendment. I looked it up after we got it home.
It's the Buckley Amendment.
I would have never guessed it.
All right, who's next? Is it
Team 2.
team 2? All right, team 2, what we're going for? You got 10 seconds only to confer. Okay, what category and what dollar amount?
Let's do student rights for 500.
All right. FERPA ends for a student upon this tragic but inevitable for all event. You got 30 seconds. Do we have an answer?
Yes.
Okay.
What is death?
That would be, that is correct.
She's playing it.
Exactly. Yes, we have team 2 in the lead, team 3 with 700, and team 1 with 3, okay? All righty.
Hey, they're trash talking around here, y'all.
Okay.
Humble, look.
Team 3,
We are gonna do schools and FERPA for 200.
okay?
200.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
What was that question?
What did you say?
We said schools and FERPA for 200.
Okay. Really? True or false? Records that are directly related to a student and are maintained by the school are educational records.
What is true?
That is correct. So team 3. Okay, team 1.
You got this, team 1, come on.
Disappoint any of them.
Go with schools and FERPA for 500.
Information,
False question.
information not normally considered a violation of a person's privacy is called what? Y'all need to be conferring. If it's not a violation of a person's privacy, it's called what? And y'all kind of think of some things that we do. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to do the timer. Me and this timer, we're just not. Okay. Okay. Okay, do we have an answer? Team 1, do we have an answer?
Okay. What is directory information?
Well, let's see. Ta-da! Good job, Team 1. Suzanne was all on that. I saw that. All right, we got a tie. Team 2 and 3. Team 2 and 3, we're tied, and Team 1 is 100 behind.
We're gonna go for student rights for 400.
Student rights. What students may do if it appears that there is misleading or inaccurate information in some part of their educational records. Oh, timer. The timer. Okay. You have 30 seconds.
Hold on.
Okay, we have 13 seconds. Five. Okay, do you have an answer, team 2?
We have an answer.
Okay.
What is make an appointment with registrar and see if their stuff is correct?
Make an appointment with the registrar, see their record for it to be corrected.
In not so many words, let's see what that answer is. What is amend their education record? Yes.
Y'all go with that, right?
So that would be, it is a process, it's definitely, but yes, students do have that right. That is correct. He did. And that is correct. Students have the right to review their records and amend their records if it's incorrect. So, and it is correct. You would make that appointment with the registrar. All righty, team 3. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Y'all gonna have to get them 500s.
Definitions for 500.
Ooh, that's just hard. The population of individuals at the college to whom FERPA applies. Oh, 30 seconds. Me and this timer is... Okay, y'all have about 20 seconds. The population of individuals at the college to whom FERPA applies.
Students?
We're close.
It's close.
Was it as close as that?
Well, they said students. I said the population to whom it applies. The population to whom it applies.
What is student body? I mean,
Enrollment, student enrollment.
no, it'd be everybody. Everybody that's enrolled, past enrolled, future enrolled. It applies.
population.
Unless it's just
Okay,
every-
so do we have an answer? Do we have an answer? Okay, only because, okay, listen, they said students. Okay, so that is not the correct answer. So team 1, the population of individuals at the college to whom FERPA applies. The population.
Is it my
Team
turn?
1.
Who are any students, former and current?
No, that's not quite. That's not quite the, well, that's not quite, I don't know if anybody's going to get this one.
Let's hope they don't.
Team 2, only because it's written this way. I mean, the answer is here, so. I mean, y'all are on the right.
Technically not wrong.
It's not, no, it's not wrong. Definitely it's not wrong, but it's not the entire answer.
So do we get half the points for getting
That was their answer, right?
That was their answer. Yeah, if y'all don't get it exactly as it's written, then I can't give it to anybody. So, okay, y'all have 10 seconds. I didn't even do the timer, but 10 seconds, I'm sorry. That's just how the answer is written. Team 2, do we have an answer?
We have an answer.
Okay.
Will be, what is current, former, and future students.
Okay, the answer is incorrect, only because all three of y'all answered it partially correct. But the answer that I was looking for is, what is everyone? Employees. Employees and students. No one said employees. So,
Thank you. The question is misleading. Point on the record.
it's that population. It's that population. It's that population.
Two groups of people. It says, what population, in my opinion, is singular, right?
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I can rescind. Okay, I can rescind that. I can rescind that, but then they would get the question, they would get the next question over. No one got that point.
How much is that for?
No one got that point. Okay. But no, if they say that the question is not, it was misleading, we can just take that back. But they get to answer the question. They get to choose another question. I'm sorry, that will be on me. I'm sorry. Okay.
Point of order. Are we giving one answer or multiple?
Okay, team, is this three? Team three, come on, we're at 9:30. We're gonna have to move this along here.
300?
The what?
Yeah, that one.
Y'all should have went. Okay, a form that student need to complete to release information to a third party.
What is the release of information form?
Okay, we got, what is consent to release form? Team three?
Yep.
All righty, team one. Let's go for the big dollars.
Okay, we're gonna do the miscellaneous for 5.
Okay, true or false? Schools may disclose educational records without consent of the student if they are seeking to enroll at another school. True or false?
Well, if they get it wrong, we know it.
You get 30 seconds. True or false?
What is false?
That is incorrect. Team two.
We have an answer.
And what would that answer be?
What is true?
That is the answer. We can, because there are certain situations where a school may call questioning a record of a student that's attending their institution if it could violate their policies. So certain things we can disclose without that student's consent.
Just clarification, when you are saying, just for my own understanding, when you say educational records, we are talking about transcripts, that kind of thing. We're not talking about financial aid, or we talk about financial aid and transcripts and all those things.
It's whatever is part of that student educational record. Say if there's a discrepancy with a grade or student, and we just actually had this happen with a student who attended another institution, and the grade just did not align correctly, and they were able to send me the correct information without me having to go in and get that student's consent.
Okay.
So that's a part of the student educational record. It may not be the entire record. I may not be able to get the financial aid records, but I may be able to get the academic record from that school's registrar.
1800, team 2.
Sorry. So that's why things in our office is so complicated, because we have to look and make sure that we're doing the correct, following the correct policies. Okay? Team
Team
Two.
2 needs 500 points before we answer a question.
Okay, David, I'm so sorry, but we have some. We have a few.
Well, this, for the record, we are in the lead. Team 2 is. by
And we may have to wrap this up at 9:40.
That's our points that we already got.
Who did what?
We didn't get our points.
800 points.
Hit the plus sign on team 2, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm sorry. I kind of got sidetracked.
You're a great host. You're a great host.
I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's do FERPA basics. Let's just do 100. We're in the lead.
Team leader?
300.
The number of times the Department of Education requires that a FERPA notification be sent to the college community. I can't get my timer to work. There we go. How many times do the Department of Education require that we notify students of their FERPA rights? "12 seconds. Y'all didn't know FERPA went this deep, did y'all?
Not at all. Team 2 has an answer.
What is that answer?
What is one time a semester?
That is incorrect.
So, point of order. So if you have a student, we send a notification out in the fall, but then we have new students that come in the spring. Those new students wouldn't get the notification because they weren't here.
Y'all just messing up all my questions. do we need to take this one back? Because
Can we answer that?
I know the answer is once a year.
well, then,
That was our answer.
that was the, see, we're going to have to pull that one back because it was not, that's not, although that is correct, but it is once a year.
Yeah, that was our answer. How were we gonna?
Dr. Smith just gave it, but I understand, yeah, he just messed that one up for y'all.
I'm sorry.
What is a minimum of one time per year or annually?
So did we not get that?
So I'm trying to think.
I don't think so.
No,
That's the truth.
but you said, Dr. Smith said once a semester or annually because
Their final answer was once a semester.
it's,
Until he finds out the rest.
We were gonna say that. That
We
was
had
our
already
answer.
confirmed.
That's our,
She's never playing Jeopardy again.
I will not. Everything's going to be true and false from this point on. Truly, I mean, I mean, that is correct because if we have a student starting in the spring, they're only going to get it in the spring, which is once that semester, or I'm thinking of annually on my part as if in like at the beginning of the fall semester. But you're correct, if that student doesn't start until the spring, they would not get it in the spring, so you have to send it out. In which I didn't know that y'all's office was doing that every semester.
The essence of the question, though, it is annually. I think they require annually.
Yeah.
So with that being said, they was over here shouting out annually before you gave them the answer. So we're gonna have to,
The ones that really need the points.
in all honesty, so team 3, so we're okay with team 3 getting the answer for that. Uh-oh. My bad. Calm down. Team 3, okay, we're gonna have to move this along. We're not gonna get all the questions.
This is really good training.
Yeah, this is great. This really is. I've learned a lot.
Well, this gives us something to really, okay, so come on.
Miscellaneous for 300.
All righty, so we're gonna fly through these, okay?
Okay.
We're not giving 30 seconds anymore. Y'all gonna have to pop the answers out. The amount of money the college can charge for the release of educational information to students. The answer is,
What is 0? They do.
what is none? So, okay, that's team 3.
Yep.
I don't know why I keep hitting the negative. Okay, next question, team 1. Okay. Team 1.
Definitions 3.
Information defined by the institution that can be released to anyone without permission of the student.
What is directory information?
Basically, yeah, we had that already. So team 1, there you go. Look at you. I'm so proud. Moving along. Okay, team 2.
What is student rights for 200?
Okay, under FERPA, all students have the right to do this to their educational records at any time.
Review them.
Team 2 has an answer.
What is that answer?
What is renew them?
Review.
What is review them?
Sorry, my bad.
It was a math.
The correct answer is, what is the right to inspect and review them? Team 3, what? We got a couple left on the board.
Miscellaneous for 200.
The only time that a college employee or student worker should access a student's information.
What is if it pertains to the students that they are working on or helping?
Okay. It's not worded exactly like that, but it is definitely correct. It is what is with a legitimate educational interest. That is the only time that you should log into a student's record. If you have a child here, you know, a personal friend, your spouse, anyone, you should not access that record unless you have a legitimate educational interest for that. Such as if it's financial aid and you're working in financial aid, you can log into that student's record. Okay? So did I give you points for that?
No. Thank you.
Okay. Team 1.
200 for FERPA basics.
Okay. The form that all student workers and volunteers should sign before beginning work at the college. What is this form that you sign when you first start working here? Even a student worker has to sign this form before they're allowed to access any records. Okay, Team 1, do we have an answer?
Okay, we're gonna say a FERPA confidentiality form.
All righty, what is a confidentiality form? Okay. Team 2, we got some 100s on y'all skipped all the 100s. We got 100s on board. Y'all said we got it like that.
Let's do student rights for 100, please.
In order to release a student's educational record, the school must first obtain what?
Team 2 has an answer.
What is that answer, Team 2?
What is consent?
The student's written consent. Okay. All righty, Team 3.
Miscellaneous for 100.
The Department of Education created FERPA in this year as a protection for students.
What is 1963?
That is incorrect. Team 1.
That doesn't seem like a 100 question. That seems like
1974.
What is 1974?
That was a great year. I was born.
Okay, Team 1. Team 1. Aren't we back to Team 1? Team 1? No.
it's team 1.
It's Team 1 because he came, yeah.
Oh, we want basics for 100.
What is the acronym for Family Education Rights and Privacy Act?
What is FERPA? FERPA?
What is FERPA? All righty, we have Team 2 in the lead with 2,100. We got 2 questions for 100 left each. Team 2.
What schools in FERPA for 100?
Grades posted on a faculty's office door. What's the question? I mean, if grades are posted on a faculty's door, what is that activity? What is that?
Team 2 has an answer. What is a FERPA violation?
It is not called, the answer is not written as a violation, but it is a violation. It is what is a prohibited activity. So that is a violation. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because y'all wouldn't have got prohibited activity.
We were saying,
So,
we were over here saying the same thing.
so 2,200, so y'all did get the point. Last question. Well, they gonna have to answer it anyway. Last question. Information directly related to a student and maintained by the institution or a party representing the institution is called what?
With student records?
Educational record.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it to them, okay? They can't catch y'all, okay?
Didn't y'all say that?
Okay, there's our scores. Team 2 got 2,200, Team 3, 21, and Team 1. Y'all did great, so thank you guys.
See where y'all really failed was in y'all's recruiting skills.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do have some lovely, participating gifts.
Yes, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Our budget does not, cover that, so all of the participants participated in the game. $1 billion from him. Thank you guys so much for that. A lot of the information, somebody got them. Most of the information that I wanted to share with you all was in the game. I do have a quick slideshow to kind of go over some of that information. No one's listening, that's fine. And basically, we went over what is FERPA. Are we done? Hit it.
The one at the base of it.
Oh, this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Question, why should we worry about FERPA? There could be a loss in funding if we do not abide by FERPA regulation. We could be fined, dismissal, of course, negative publicity. And of course, it's our student services. It's our right to it's our responsibility to do the right thing. Educational records are confidential and may generally not be released without written consent of the student. Anytime that you're presented by or approached by someone requesting information about a student, you should ask, did that student provide a consent to release that information, and to whom that information is to be released to, and exactly what information can or cannot be shared. Between the admissions office, the cashier's office, and financial aid, we do have a release of information form that we share amongst us, and it is scanned into that student's record. So anytime we receive a telephone call from a student's parent, their spouse, or someone else inquiring information from that student on that student's record, we ask them, do you have a release of information? Because we should not be discussing anything financial aid related or academic or something that's on that student's academic record. That is a violation of that student's right. If the student can't call us or get through to us, give them our information, give them our hours, give them our email address. They need to contact us, and we'll contact that student and try to solve whatever the issue is for that student. Of course, faculty and staff, they only access student records for a legitimate purpose in completion of their job responsibilities. Oh, Lord. I can't go to the next slide. Okay, and of course, institutions must notify students of FERPA policy annually. Failure to comply with FERPA regulations can result in loss of federal funding. Any school that is receiving any type of federal funds, Title IV, must abide by FERPA regulation. Students are, and this applies to any student who's 18 or older, or when a student actually attends a post-secondary institution. So of course, we do have dual enrolled students here. They must obtain a release of information. I think that's housed in the dual enrollment department in order for the school or the parent to receive that student's information. Okay, I'm stuck. Okay, due to time, we're just going to kind of skip over some of this stuff. What is considered an educational record? Grades, transcript, class list, student schedule, any type of financial aid records, social security number, student employment, payroll. This does not apply to employees, but for student workers. Disciplinary files, enrollment records, those records are a part of a student's educational record. What's not an educational record are records that are in sole possession of the maker, used as a memory aid, such as an instructor. If you're just jotting down notes, that's not considered educational records. Seating charts, any type of medical or psychological records. The Wallace State Police record is not considered educational. These records are not housed in the Office of Admissions and Records. The student must make a student has the right to review what records are in their file. They have to make a request in writing to the registrar, I put in vice president for students' office. Did you hear that, Dr. Smith? And we have 45 days to assemble that information for the student to review. That review must take place of a Wallace State official. That does not mean that the students can make copy of the items that are in their files, which are like exams or letters or anything of that nature, but they do have the right to examine what's in their file. They do not have the right to any financial information regarding their parents, like taxes that the parent had to submit for their FAFSA. Students don't have the right to review those records, to that particular record. And this is considered directory information. We talk about directory information. We do have a form out there. If a student requests not to have their directory information displayed, they can submit that to the Office of Admissions Records. Otherwise, these are the items that can be disclosed without the student's permission, such as their name, their address, their telephone number, their major, previous institution, most recently attended, degrees earned. So those are the type of things that you do sometimes see on their that are posted for like the President's Award, the President's List or the Dean's List. You may get a list of those school names that are in the paper. Any school official with legitimate educational interests, including faculty, administration, clerical and professional employees, and others who need a student record information for the effective functioning of their office or position. Sometimes other departments will call us, such as nursing. They may need to verify certain information on a student's record in order to complete their selection process. Consent's not necessary. We receive subpoenas, court orders, enforcement to enforce terms and conditions of financial aid. Sometimes they'll question, financial aid will send us questions about a student record, and we'll provide them with that information if it's housed in the admissions department. Parents, and we've already talked about this, student has to provide a consent to release that information. They have to specify exactly what record can be released. On our release of information, they can choose to select all information, just educational or financial, disciplinary. They can, or they can select none, but they have to identify the person to whom this information is released to. So if that person's calling and saying, yes, my child submitted a release of information, if their name is not on that form, we don't release that information to the student, to that parent. And all of that scanned into our files and admissions, so if you ever have a question, all you have to do is give us a call. This is directory information again. Am I going backwards? It looked like I've been through this, okay? Catchphrase, when in doubt, don't give out. So if you don't know, just don't say anything, forward that person to the Office of Admissions and Records, and we'll be glad to determine whether or not the information that's being requested can be released to the person that's on the call. Any questions about anything? Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. I wanted to. I am no Alex Trebek, but hey, I tried, okay?
That was fun. It was really good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, guys. If anybody needs to sign the attendance list up here, you can sign it. It's up here. If you did not sign it coming in, and you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and put them Christmas decorations up.